everyone. Happy Thursday. It is July 16th. Lisa and Scott with you here this morning. Robert once again in for Lydia. She's off all week. We'll get to Robert's forecast in a moment. Lots to talk about with the wildfire smoke. Kind of the talk of the town right now, for sure. Before we jump into that, of course, I want to remind you we're live on Facebook with your morning news and weather headlines every weekday morning right around this time. Love it when you join us live, but it stays on your Facebook feed throughout the day. So, of course, you can watch it whenever it works best for you or check it out as a podcast. Just go to inform.com/podcast and look for the Inform Minute.
All right, if you haven't stepped outside yet this morning, look out your window. That is not fog, it is wildfire smoke this morning. Once you do go outside, you will smell it, you might taste it. It's not great. It's definitely not good this morning. We've been tracking the air quality throughout the morning. It's a smoky start to the day. Fargo has been teetering between very unhealthy and unhealthy. Either way, not good this morning up and down the Red River Valley. Throughout Lakes Country, a lot of the same conditions. Not good. Thick, dense smoke out there from wildfires. That stretches hazardous, actually, in areas like Duluth, Minneapolis, Brainerd, a large part of Minnesota, especially up near where the fires are happening. Really, really bad hazardous air this morning.
And so just quickly, before we get to the forecast, if you're wondering where it's coming from, the smoke's coming from, like Scott just said, the wildfires burning near the Boundary Waters in northern Minnesota. The fight to contain those fires, it's expected to last for probably a couple of weeks. Governor Tim Walz has extended Minnesota's peacetime emergency through September 10th. The National Guard will remain deployed to help affected areas. Right now, 19 wildfires are burning across northern Minnesota. Evacuations and rescues are still underway right now.
And though those fires are happening quite a ways away, they're close enough to really be impacting us and a lot of other areas too.
Yeah, when we show the air quality maps, sometimes we'll get that sensitive, moderate, unhealthy category, but getting the very unhealthy and hazardous, that doesn't really happen too often. And when it does, obviously you can visibly see it outside, you can taste it, a little bit of burning in your eyes. So yeah, this is not very good air quality at all. I'd recommend today, if you had any plans to be outside for extended periods of time, save that for another day. And even for short walks, I would recommend keeping them very, very short, if anything, because earlier this week we talked about the heat and humidity, and you think, can't get much worse than this. Oh, it can. It
Hold
can.
my beer.
Oh, it got a lot worse, and now it's just outright unhealthy to be outside, especially. And when I say unhealthy, this is for fit people, that
Everybody.
just fit people. It can affect them too, and then of course anyone with underlying health conditions. This is just not safe at all to be outside. So as we go throughout the day, we'll be dealing with this smoke. Factor that into any plans you had this afternoon and evening. And of course, we're talking about the smoke. The heat didn't go away magically. It's still in the mid 90s. So this is just a double whammy. You have the heat, humidity, and the smoke involved. And unfortunately, no rain to talk about too. So we're just dealing with that for today. Still dealing with smoke tomorrow morning a little bit. We'll see how the smoke goes into tomorrow morning. It's really hard to track this stuff because smoke's a foreign object in the air. Really is hard to track anything beyond a day or two. So once we head into this evening, we'll have a better idea how tomorrow morning works, but we can assume tomorrow a cold front's going to sweep through, and that's going to clean out the air pretty well.
Okay, that's good
Yes.
news. So it's not long-lived necessarily, at least this round. So.
Yeah, and then for the Red River Valley area precisely, but areas in eastern Minnesota, they might have it a little bit longer. So
Yeah, for sure. All right, outside of the smoke, the heat does back off for us next week a little bit.
yeah, but first we have to get through this weekend in the 90s, but by Monday, that's when we finally get back into the 80s. So there will be some relief, but it's not cool and mild by any stretch. It's still in the mid 80s, so the heat's still going to be around a little bit. It's just not going to be the searing 90s that we've been seeing for multiple days in a row now.
Well, it'll be nice to still be, in my opinion, warm, but just not this super hot.
Exactly,
Right.
yeah. There is a difference between mid 80s and mid 90s.
Of course.
That's another just tick up in temperatures.
I like a 90-degree day, but it's really been a long stretch.
It's been
Usually
a long-
you get
yeah.
a day or two of 90s, like, okay,
Exactly,
but then
yeah.
it passed, so
And then with
unusual.
the humidity added to that, and now with the smoke, it's
Yeah.
just not so peachy outside.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for the update. Appreciate it. We'll continue tracking the smoke, of course, tomorrow morning on First News, and we'll let you know how things are looking for your Friday.
Yeah.
Anything else that people need to know?
Just be careful out today. We've been saying be careful these past few days because of the heat and humidity, but now we're adding some just hazardous air quality too. So again, probably a day just to stay indoors whenever you can. So
Thanks, Robert.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
All right, well, despite the smoke, of course, it's Thursday, and looking into the weekend, there's lots of outdoor events.
Oh, yeah.
So I think the key, too, is listen to your body,
Yeah.
Plan ahead, just like any day when it's super hot. So despite the smoke that we've been talking about, one of the biggest events of summer,
huge event.
the Downtown Fargo Street Fair gets underway this morning. We know they're all set up, over 250 vendors set up and down Broadway. They did the setup yesterday. The annual summertime event is today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Starts at 10 this morning. And this year they're celebrating their 50th year. So
Yeah, that's exciting.
lots of new things. Of course, we talked a ton about it on First News this morning.
And
So.
if you don't want to brave the smoke today, at least that's going on for multiple days.
Yeah,
So.
true. Yep.
All right, what else? Also tonight, a big country music concert. John Party is coming to town. He's playing at the Lights in West Fargo. This concert's been sold out for a while now.
Yeah.
Tickets have been tough to get. You can still get one if you want to pay a premium. Resale starts, verified resale starts at like $275 right now. So if you want to go, that's what you're going to have to pay. Doors do open at 6, and the concert starts at 7 o'clock this evening.
Okay. In other news this morning, not smoke or event related, for the first time since his arrest, the Fargo man accused of killing his girlfriend has pleaded not guilty. 21-year-old Joshua Haidt denied charges of murder, tampering with evidence, and giving false information to police. Haidt is accused of killing his girlfriend, 24-year-old Isadora Wengel, inside his South Fargo apartment back in January. Her remains have never been found. Investigators say that Haidt actually told them he put Wengel's remains in a tote and then dumped it at a scrapyard in Minnesota. Haidt is scheduled to return to court in September, but his attorney says the hearing will likely be delayed because of the large amount of evidence that still needs to be reviewed.
Today, President Donald Trump is set to deliver a primetime address to Americans. He says his speech will focus heavily on elections. When he first announced the speech, many assumed that he would focus on the conflict with Iran. But Trump says the security of elections is big news. Election integrity, of course, has been one of Trump's core talking points since the 2020 presidential election. The speech is scheduled to start tonight at 8 o'clock, and we will have some coverage of what the president has to say tonight on our news at 10 o'clock.
Today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, Dom is still in Vegas at the Mountain West Media Days. NDSU head coach Tim Polasek will join Dom today to talk live about NDSU's introduction to the FBS. Hot Mic is live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and streaming on inforum.com.
Don't forget, you can get an all-access pass through our website, inforum.com. We always got great deals for first-time subscribers going on. Just head to our website, inforum.com/subscribe, and check out the latest deals.
Join us for our next newscast this morning. Of course, we'll be tracking the air quality issues, the heat, the wildfires, all that. So 11 o'clock this morning, our next newscast, and then we'll have updates at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 tonight.
All right, stay safe out there today, folks. Goodbye.
This podcast is brought to you without paywalls thanks to our digital subscribers. Our subscribers want to cut through the chaos and get to what really matters. If that sounds like you, visit inforum.com/subscribe and sign up today.